Throughout history, the threat of exile has loomed over the Jewish people. But according to rabbinic tradition, once the modern return to the homeland begins, a third destruction will never occur. Rabbi Or Hachayim anchors this belief in this ancient text, using Psalm 9, verse 1. "I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works." This verse guarantees ongoing deliverance for those in the land. That promise faced a severe test during World War II. The German army drew up plans to invade Palestine, advancing through Egypt and positioning forces to strike through Syria. The physical borders of Jerusalem were under imminent threat. Returning to the manuscript, the scriptural analysis continues with Psalm chapter 9, verse 2. "I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou Most High." This was interpreted as an instruction for immediate spiritual intervention. Faced with advancing enemy forces, a group of Kabbalists, mystic spiritual leaders, took action. They traveled to the ancient graves of saints on the Mount of Olives, weeping and praying for divine mercy. Their petition aligns precisely with the next lines of the text. Psalm chapter 9, verses 3 and 4, speak directly of an enemy turning back, falling, and perishing at the presence of a righteous judge. For these leaders, prayer was a proactive mechanism. They believed their intense intercession could pierce the spiritual realm and physically alter the battle lines approaching their borders. Following their prayers, the Kabbalists received their answer in a dream. They had nothing to fear. The planned invasion route was about to be intercepted. To understand how, we look to the Hebrew language. Here is the Hebrew spelling for Syria, pronounced Syria. By rearranging these exact same letters, the word transforms entirely into Russia. The target of the invasion was mystically swapped. Historically, this materialized when Hitler committed a sudden, illogical betrayal of his non-aggression treaty with the Soviet Union. He redirected his forces into the freezing Russian winter, a disastrous decision that triggered his army's ultimate downfall. This sudden diversion mirrors the prophecy in Psalm chapter 9, verses 5 and 6, which declare that the enemy is subdued and their destructions have come to a perpetual end. Even as the initial threat approached, panic gripped many government officials in Israel, with several preparing passports to flee to England. But Chief Rabbi Harrison stood firm, absolutely refusing to leave. His confidence rested on a strict reading of the texts. He argued that throughout the prophets, there is zero indication of a third destruction of the temple or a subsequent diaspora, once the Jewish people began returning to their land. Looking at the bottom of the manuscript, Psalm chapter 9, verses 7 and 8 outline this exact permanence, stating that the Lord shall endure forever, having prepared his throne for judgment. Pause the video here. Take a moment to articulate exactly why the chief rabbi viewed the lack of a specific prophecy as an ironclad guarantee of safety. The theological logic operates on a clear rule: silence is proof. Because past destructions were heavily prophesied, the complete absence of a prophecy regarding a third destruction means it is impossible. We can see the final scriptural anchor for this eternal deliverance in Exodus chapter 15, verse 2, which states, "The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God." This establishes a core rule derived from Moses. Once the enemy is subdued by divine salvation, all destruction ceases permanently. Placing absolute faith in these established prophecies removed the fear of another exile for these leaders. They trusted that the texts guaranteed an eternal, unbroken homeland. This concludes our overview.